To continue our interviews today on February the 8th, I have one of the parents of two children that are on a spectrum disorder, and they've been doing the protocol now for 21 days. So we'd like to get an input from Mr. Pavaro here as to what happened, what progress or regression you've seen, and please go ahead and introduce yourself, the name of the children, and then tell us what happened in the first 21 days.
Okay. My name is Lamarck Palvido. I have two children in the protocol, Ashlyn, who is 7, and Noah, who is 5 years old. We have seen a spectrum of things, as we usually do with treatment. With Ashlyn, the 7-year-old, her diagnosis is autism, and we have seen some regression along with improvement, which is kind of, usually we see one or the other, but not both at the same time. When we started the treatment 21 days ago, we saw pica come back, and so she still has that today, all the way through the 21 days. But we also see her skills on intellectual and verbal communication increasing at the same time, meaning she's been able to group words together to form sentences, longer 4 to 7 word sentences, which is something we haven't seen consistently. We've seen that consistently through the 21 days. So a little bit of regression and progression with her at the same time. We're really excited to see what we see after the treatment stops and in the next 7 to 14 days afterwards. That's when we usually start to see, and we'll kind of see everything, we hope, come back together and see how far she can leap forward, which is what we usually see with her. And then Noah, who's the 5-year-old, he had chronic fatigue, and energy has never been consistent for him. And for the first 21 days, the first 10 days of the enemas, we saw huge amounts of energy, able to stay up till 10 at night, which he's never been able to do, and full of energy, excitement. And then when we did the implementation, I'm not sure what day that was,
11.
For about 3 to 4 days, we saw a real decrease in energy, and then we saw slowly he started to build back up, and we saw a real severe regression in that time frame of old symptoms. He threw up, chronic fatigue, and then slowly he's worked his way back out of it. And today, I would say he's back to where he was with the first round of enemas. So those first 10 days where there's energy, he's worked his way up in those 4 days back to very consistent energy, lots of language, emotions are starting to steady out again, and so we're really excited to see that. So we've seen a little bit of regression and a little bit of progress with each kid, and I think we'll see probably huge leaps forward in the coming 7 to 14 days.
Now, with your daughter, she did have hyperacusis.
Mm-hmm.
Continues to have that, right?
Right.
So, but you did see. So, what I have seen with these children, we have some progression and regression,
Right.
and we think that this regression is not really regression. Is you walk backwards, re-experience all the old symptoms,
Right.
and then you move forward. So it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen in the next couple, 3 weeks.
Exactly.
Because as the program comes to an end, the aggressive part of it, of course, we have to do things for quite a while to come. But this is the initial program, and it seems to me like, for the most part, it has helped the children that you've seen for a while.
I think for us it's this. We've done several different treatments and schedules and protocols, but with this, it's amazing the impact, the I don't want to say severity, but the I've never seen anything in this short of time period put us through the throes of regression and progression like we've seen. I mean, we've never seen any type of protocol that does that. And we know, I mean, for us, if we saw no reaction, we'd be really disappointed right now. But because we're seeing all these different things, that's actually a very good thing, because you're exactly right. We're not sure what we end up in the next 7 to 10 to 14 days, but when the pieces begin, when we get out of the protocol, and that's when we really begin to see what is possible after the protocol and what it will be in the future. And so we're very excited to see that and to see what comes, and I'm sure we'll have some sensory issues left, but I think that, or my suspicion is, that the pica will go away, that a lot of the things that we've seen this kind of bring up, they will slowly fade away, and we'll be left with a child who has more ability than disability than previous to the treatment.
That's good. Well, thanks for the participation, and thanks for your time. Okay.
Well, thank you.